What's up, everybody? DNA back here for another episode of ITW, the show that helps you enhance instruction through innovation.
Today we have a great episode. We're actually going to visit a school and see the innovative way that they use grant money. So make sure you guys stay tuned to see what school and what they did.
All right, now David, one of the things that we've always talked about for ITW is we want to be in the schools, we want to highlight some of the great things that are going on in our schools here in CMS, because there's a lot that's going on.
There are.
So what we did this week is we want to go to one of our middle schools and look at one of the things that they did that is really innovative. We're going to head over to Randolph Middle School, and this school will receive a grant that students developed, and it's something that they applied for and the students won. So from there, Randolph was able to use that money to create a makerspace.
Wow.
And they had their grand opening and we were invited to it. They did a fantastic job. This was a grant through NASCAR, so they had some NASCAR drivers there.
Really?
They changed up the floor, so it's like a little checkered floor.
Sweet.
They did so many great things with this. So we thought it was great for us to share this with you. So make sure you stay tuned for this episode of ITW.
This project has been such an amazing experience. We've learned so much. We've had lots of fun from building the track to actually going to NASCAR. It's been an amazing experience.
So we decided on the topic for our project by looking at a list of all the speedways, and we picked Talladega because it's famous and it has notable curves and banking.
The most difficult part of the project was probably physically making the curves on the track.
For us, we did the documentary portion of the project, and it was the most difficult part was, I guess, working together
and like compiling all the images and videos and music and noise, and just trying to mash it all up into one little video.
Well, our teachers kept it as a surprise from us, so we were trying to fight off butterflies the whole time. And when we saw that we won with the cake and the confetti and the gifts that we got, and of course the Samsung tablet, we were all extremely excited.
I personally am looking forward to what we can build and design with this new technology, such as the 3D printer, the laser cutter, and I also want to see what we can do with programming the robots we got.
I just think it's an amazing way for kids to just evolutionize their thinking. And instead of just looking at textbooks, we can actually create the things that we're working on in class. I love it, the fact that it's so hands-on.
I certainly did not think that we would get such a great makerspace as a result.
So we actually found out about the Pit Crew Project Challenge through our media specialist, Ms. Frick. My experience working on this project was definitely eye-opening, because none of us had any real background with NASCAR, and we just kind of started from scratch. Most of the kids that did it were 4 of them were in 6th grade. They'd never seen a NASCAR race before, so it was actually a really fun experience. We kind of learned about everything together, and then we had to apply it to physics, which they learn about in science class anyway, but they never really got a real-world connection to it. And I think it kind of helped them learn about everything a lot more in depth, and it really stuck with them a lot better seeing it happen in real life. I think the most difficult part of the process was actually staying as uninvolved as possible. The whole point of the project was for the kids to basically figure it out on their own what was going on and what they were going to do, but they just had to do it themselves, and eventually they figured out the best way. Obviously they won. The whole process of creating the actual makerspace was a lot more involved than I think a lot of us thought at first. But as a group, we kind of came together and decided on what we would like, and then we found a bunch of people that are actually experts on makerspaces in Charlotte. They came in and said what would actually work, and throughout the summer they kept working on this and finally put a finished product together. I think the best part of it is probably the 3D printers, not just because they print in 3D, but all the computer programming that goes in behind it is a great skill for kids to have these days. It's a big part of technology in the world. And it also encourages them to do it because they get this finished product that they get to watch actually be created on there.
We're so grateful to have given this opportunity, and I think we learned so much from this, whether it be the forces acting on the race car or just knowing about our team in general. It's been a privilege to work on this project.
this project was really an eye-opening experience, and it helped us learn a whole lot more about NASCAR.
Wow, how unbelievable it is to win a grant and to be able to outfit your media center with Makerspaces. That is unbelievable.
Right, and being there was so awesome.
Yeah, I'm still a little jealous about that.
Right, seeing everything that they were able to do with the money, and everything that NASCAR provided them, the checkered floors, the material, it was an awesome experience. So
Well,
congratulations to Randolph.
Way above and beyond, guys. It's that time of month.
That's right.
It is. It's time for our Innovative Teacher of the Month. You should see the list. I wish people could see the list.
I know.
So many great, deserving. We struggled this time.
We did.
We struggled last
We had to
time.
pull in some extra help.
We did.
Pull in some
A
extra
lot of people put in their input as well. But this month's winner of the Innovative Teacher of the Month is.
Go back and check your work when you think you've done. Prove your answers are correct. Word, son. And please don't forget your calculator is there to check your answers that are short.
And the winner is Christy Johnson, rapper KJ. That was awesome, man. Maybe you should battle her one day.
I should. You know what? I think it'd be pretty close. I'd give her a run for her money.
Yeah, you give her a run for something. Anyway, congratulations. She's been doing some really great things.
Yes,
she was nominated by E.J. Elgin. He documented very thoroughly all the great things that she's been doing in her classroom, from blended learning strategies, helping kids with difficult concepts.
Personalized learning?
Personalized learning. She's been breaking them up into groups. She got a grant.
She did.
She got her own grant where now she's going to be able to furnish her classroom to look more like a Google meets Starbucks.
Wow.
Kind of how it's
Maybe I
described.
get a cappuccino there.
Maybe you can, but I would love to see what she's doing, because obviously she has a great passion for what she's doing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and anybody who's willing to put a rapping video on YouTube, you definitely are well deserving. You're definitely going above and beyond.
Yes, I can admire.
Make sure I get that first time.
Yeah, when that album drops, I'm gonna be the first one in the store. So again, congratulations, Ms. Johnson. Thank you for everything you're doing. Also, everybody, make sure you check out our blog. Don't forget to check out our blog that we've been doing. We've been trying to keep up with it. So we have some plenty of good entries in there. So make sure you check out this week's CLM blog for our entry for this week.
Yep. Also, guys, make sure you guys check out or nominate more people for Innovative Teacher of the Month. We had some great. I cannot stress how many people we had. I mean, it was unbelievable, and it was extremely difficult.
We even had to get other people to come in and help judge for us. We were having that much trouble because we had that many great suggestions.
We did. So make sure you guys keep those coming. We're not only going to use that for the Teacher of the Month. I think we might start visiting. A lot of great ideas.
Absolutely.
And that's awesome. You guys are saying that. Once again, make sure you guys check us out on Twitter. Our handle is @CMS of the Core, or you can email one of us at our CMS Learns email address. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys check us out next week for another edition of ITW.